Just pulling into Hoover Dam.
In 0.1 miles, arrive at Hoover Dam.
Don't know if you're going to see anything here, but we're going to do the actual tour of the dam. We're going to go inside the dam. So that'd be kind of cool. Nice and sunny day today. What do we got here? Oh, we got to park here. I think we have to go in here. This is where we parked last time, yep. So here we are at Hoover Dam. We're actually going to do a tour inside the dam today. And we just pulled up into the parking area. They charge $10 to park here. And it's multi-level. I think it's 4 levels or so. And here is the dam from here. Geez, I can smell hamburgers. Do you smell those hamburgers?
Yes.
And there is the road that goes over. And when we get down here, they actually got a trail that goes up, and they got a walkway on the side of the bridge that you can walk so you can get a straight on picture view of it. So once we get done with the tour, we're gonna head on up there, get a picture of the dam, and now we have to go down and get on an elevator or something to get down here, and then we walk over there. So let's go check out Hoover Dam. All right, walking on down, we're getting to the entrance to the visitor center, and they got screening just like an airport, metal detectors and everything, so we got to go through there and do all that good old stuff. Empty pockets, remove belts. Here we go.
A few moments later.
That was fun. At an airport. What we got? Oh, tickets.
Meanwhile,
the government was already seeking ways to tame the Colorado through the engineering skills of the Bureau of Reclamation. But with 7 states disputing how much of the river's water each could claim, construction of a dam, any dam, was only a dream. But in 1921, Secretary of Commerce Herbert Hoover joined representatives from the 7 states to seek out a solution to equal water rights. Hoover proposed to simply divide the area into a lower and upper basin and leave further negotiations to the states within those basins. This compromise paved the way for the Boulder Canyon project to be constructed. And in 1931, the structure that would one day bear Hoover's name began with an explosion. Not only of black powder and dynamite, but one of human tenacity and ingenuity. It was the largest single contract awarded to that time by the federal government. It took the combined resources of 6 companies, forged into a single contracting entity, to undertake the Mammoth Project. But before the first shovel of earth could be removed, the Colorado River had to be diverted from its timeless path. The key was to cut 2 tunnels through the canyon walls on each side of the river, each 56 feet in diameter and approximately 4,000 feet long. The 4 tunnels took 2 years to complete. With the tunnels open and cofferdams in place, the Colorado River had no choice but to leave its riverbed and flow through the man-made corridors. With the river diverted, steam shovels dug through as much as 135 feet of silt, mud, and gravel to reach bedrock. And there, Hoover Dam began as a simple square wooden form filled with concrete, followed by more than 3 million cubic yards of concrete over the next 2 years. Add the adjoining structures, and enough concrete was placed to build a 4-foot wide sidewalk around the Earth's equator. Heat from the setting concrete was predicted to take more than 100 years to cool, but engineers fashioned 1-inch steel pipe inside each concrete block before it was poured. A refrigeration plant so massive it could produce a 1,000-ton iceberg every day continuously pumped cold water through the pipes, cooling the concrete so construction was never interrupted. This innovative idea helped the entire structure be completed in just 5 years, 2 years ahead of schedule. Hoover Dam was built with 5 million barrels of cement, 18 million pounds of structural steel, 21 million pounds of gates and valves, and 840 miles of pipe. The scale of some of the equipment was beyond the capacity of American highways and railroads. The pipes that would carry water from the reservoir to the generators were so large they could not be shipped, so a manufacturing plant was created to build them at the site. An infrastructure of highways, railroad tracks, and power lines had to be created to move men and materials from outlying areas to the dam site and to supply electricity for construction. An entire town was needed to house the workers who were pouring in from all over America in the midst of the Great Depression. The project averaged 3,500 workers a day, working 3 shifts, 7 days a week with only 2 days off a year. The pay scale started at $4 a day, a good wage in the midst of the Great Depression sweeping America. Amid the country's economic uncertainty, the workers in this canyon gave new life to the nation's spirit, as they gave new life to the desert Southwest.
This is an engineering victory of the first order. Another great achievement of American resourcefulness, American skill, and American determination. And that is why I have the right once more to congratulate you who have builded Boulder Dam, and on behalf of the nation, to say to you, well done.
Franklin Delano Roosevelt dedicated Boulder Dam on September 30th, 1935. In 1947, Congress officially named it Hoover Dam. Some call it the most prodigious engineering construction feat since the Great Pyramids of Egypt. When a U.S. Senate committee endorsed construction of Hoover Dam in 1928, its report said, "A mighty river, now a source of destruction, is to be curbed and put to work in the interests of society." And so it was. Hoover Dam brought the desert flood control, a reliable supply of water, electrical power, and more. Behind a 726-foot-tall concrete face lies Lake Mead, America's largest man-made lake. Born out of the collected waters of the Colorado River, it could cover the entire state of Pennsylvania to the depth of 1 foot. But held behind Hoover Dam, it is a life-giving source for communities throughout the Southwest. On its way to meet downstream needs, thousands of gallons of water per second flow from Lake Mead through the dam's 17 giant turbines, producing clean, non-polluting hydroelectric power. Hoover Dam produces almost 4.5 billion kilowatt hours of electricity each year, enough to serve the needs of over 1 million people. The sale of this power has repaid the entire cost of constructing Hoover Dam, and continues to fund the yearly operating and maintenance costs as well. Hoover Dam helped ensure a future for the communities that settled along the river and the low, flat valleys of Southern California and Southwest Arizona. In Las Vegas, Phoenix, Los Angeles, and other smaller cities, Colorado River water delivered from Lake Mead helps meet the needs of millions of people a year. Hoover Dam and other dams along the Colorado River contain the floodwaters spawned each spring by melting snows, and from their reservoirs flows an assured and reliable water supply for water users throughout the basin. Combined with the warm climate and rich soils of the lower Colorado River Basin, water from Lake Mead has created some of the most productive farmland in the country. Farms in Arizona, Southern California, and Mexico, irrigated by these controlled flows, produce over $1 billion worth of vegetables and fruits throughout the year for dinner tables across the nation. The clear reservoirs and controlled river stretches resulting from construction of Hoover and other dams have created year-round recreational opportunities at the National Park Service's Lake Mead Recreation Area and other locations along the Colorado River. Hoover Dam first helped create and now helps sustain the high quality of life enjoyed by millions of people in the desert Southwest. At Hoover Dam and its other projects throughout the West, the Bureau of Reclamation is focused on efficient, effective, environmentally sensitive water resources management to help ensure our limited water supplies can meet the needs of all who depend on them. Wherever the system delivers water, life flourishes. Herbert Hoover, engineer, humanitarian, politician, fisherman, and conservationist, believed, as did many others, in a vision where man could affect nature for the good. With every touch of its coarse, concrete skin, and each sparkle that dances behind its crown, Hoover Dam reminds us of the need to dream noble purposes and the strength of the human spirit to achieve great aspirations.
Well, we just finished the mandatory 10-minute video, and we have 15 more minutes before we're supposed to line up to go on the tour. So we're going to go up top here. I think they said this was a, what was it? A what? Observation area or something like that. Yeah, that's right. So we're going to head up these stairs, kill some time. Boy, it keeps on going up, don't it? Here we go. Now let's see what we got here. Oh, that's where we came from right there. So we parked right up there above the one that says food and gifts. Walked down, came through here. We're just on the other side of the gate now, I guess, because now we're in the controlled area. So now we're gonna go in here into the visitor center. Oh, and we're gonna go up to an overlook now. More stairs. Oh, here we go, yeah. We'll get some good views from up here. Whew. Oh, nice. Holy shootoid. Jeez. We all know videos never show depth perception very well. That is deep.
The world famous Hoover Dam. From here, you get a spectacular panoramic view of Lake Mead, the dam, the Colorado River, and the bypass bridge. As you look over the railing, you will see the tallest concrete dam in the Western Hemisphere.
Ooh.
Hoover Dam stands 726 feet tall and stretches 1,244 feet.
That's the power generating stations.
Only 78
We got Arizona side and Nevada side
Looks somewhat like an upside-down pyramid.
right there.
This massive arch gravity structure contains 3,250,000
Going all the way up to the
cubic
top.
yards of concrete.
Whew,
That's enough
that's
concrete
crazy.
to build a 2-lane highway from San Francisco to
Let's
New
go
York
back down
City.
again here.
The thickness of the roadway is a mere 45 feet, but as the dam expands towards the base, it reaches 660 feet, nearly as thick as it is tall.
And we're gonna go up there when we're done and check out the view from the
It
bridge.
weighs in at a petite 6.6 million tons.
Wow.
Behind the dam,
Then we get done, we're gonna be outside. We're gonna be on the other side. And when we get on the other side of the dam, that's obviously gonna be Lake Mead over there.
it has a storage capacity of 9.2 trillion gallons of water. Enough water to flood the state of Connecticut 10 feet deep. The body of water in front of the dam is called the tail bay, or tail
So we're gonna go
race.
look around
But in reality, that's the Colorado
and
River.
get ready to go back down. We just got a few minutes and then the
This
tour will
is
start.
where the water is drawn from hundreds of feet
So
below
we'll
the
pick it up from
surface
there.
of the lake and spills through the
37. Okay.
So we're like, what did you say, 535 feet down?
I think so.
Hey, is that where Clark put the bubble gum?
There you go.
Okay, everyone, here we go. So what we have here is a layout of Hoover Dam and the surrounding infrastructure. And as you saw in the video, the first thing they had to accomplish in 1931 to build the dam, they had to divert the Colorado River. Diverting the Colorado River required diversion tunnels, 4 diversion tunnels, 2 each within the walls of the canyon. 2 on the Arizona side, 2 diversion tunnels on the Nevada side. Each diversion tunnel is, for example, 4,000 feet long, 56 feet in diameter, and is lined with 400,000 cubic yards of concrete. So you may be wondering, where are you located? Well, you are right here. You are here in one of the original diversion tunnels off the northwest corner of the dam, and we came down, the construction added 3 miles of diversion tunnels, and it took them 19 months to complete. Once that task was accomplished, then they created cofferdams, an upper cofferdam and a lower cofferdam. Cofferdams are made of concrete, rock, and steel. The upper cofferdam is 100 feet high, 750 feet long, just as long as the base of the dam, 660 feet. The upper cofferdam was put in place to divert the water into the diversion tunnels, sending the water downstream, bypassing the construction site. Lower cofferdam, 65 feet high, 550 feet long. It was put in place to prevent the water from flowing back onto the construction site. Now that the 1 mile long site is secured from the flow of the Colorado River, the construction began in June 1933. The workers dug down 135 feet, deep watering the environment, removing all the loose particles until a bedrock was established. Once that bedrock was established, the first bucket of concrete was poured on the Arizona side. Thereafter, every 78 to 90 seconds, an additional bucket of concrete was poured. Over 5 million buckets of concrete was poured between 1933 and 1935. The dam was completed in 1935. The power plant, 1936. The lower cofferdam was removed. The dam is in place. Next, filling the reservoir. First, they closed 3 ends of the diversion tunnels with heavy steel gates. Installed 400 feet of concrete plugs. The remaining diversion tunnel was left open so the water from the Colorado River can continue to flow downstream. Also, as the river flowed into the reservoir, it rose to the base of the intake towers, which was 260 feet above the river's bed. And once the water began flowing down within the towers, then they closed the last diversion tunnel with the heavy steel gate, installed the concrete plugs. With all 4 ends closed, it took 6.5 years to fill the reservoir, which became Lake Mead, the largest man-made reservoir in the United States. Lake Mead is in place. The water now travels into the intake towers, and there are 4, 2 on the Arizona side, 2 on the Nevada side. Each intake tower is 395 feet high. The water travels within the intake towers and drops naturally 500 feet into a 30-foot in diameter penstock pipe. That's what you see on the floor right there. A penstock pipe made of boiler plate steel, 2.5 inches thick. The water travels through the penstock pipe and connects to a series of smaller penstock pipes. The water passes into the tail race, then it continues down the Colorado River. The last thing, the spillways, and there are 2. One on the Arizona side, one on the Nevada side. The opening of the spillways is 27 feet lower than the top of the dam. Why? Well, just in case if the water in the reservoir would happen to overflow, it will easily go into the spillways, not over the top of the dam. The spillways was used twice. Once in 1941 for testing, the second time, the last time, in 1983. And that was the results from the heavy snowmelts of the Colorado Rockies. That's where the water comes from, the snowmelts of the Colorado Rockies. The snow and melt, forming the water, flow downstream. It lands here in the reservoir. This photo that you see here is a snapshot in time in 1983 when the water flowed into the spillways for 62 continuous days. And this was the last time the spillways were used.
All I want to know is where do you get some damn bait around here?
Please, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
But there are some.
All right, guys, go ahead inside the elevator for me, please.
Pack 'em and rack 'em, huh? Merry Christmas.
11 minutes.
And she was like,
Going to the power plant now, where the generators are.
Spot 17 generators make up the power plant. There are 8 generators in front of you, 9 identical generators, which is in Arizona when you cross the Colorado River. Each generator is capable of producing 130 megawatts of power. All 17 generators running simultaneously will produce over 2,080 megawatts of power. And that is enough electricity to support over 1 million homes and businesses. So let's take a look at the 70-foot generators from the top down. Starting from the top, you see the alphanumeric symbols, N1, N2, all the way down to N8. That is for the identification of the generators. Nevada 1, Nevada 2, all the way down to Nevada 8. The light is on, electricity is being produced. The lights are off, no electricity is being produced at this particular time. So let's take a closer look at the generators and I will explain to you how the electricity is produced. So starting with the first generator, above the platform you see a small window. Within that small window you see a spinning shaft. That shaft is 38 inches in diameter, 65 feet long. Similar to this shaft that you see here at the base of the balcony. And what is it that you see here at the base of the balcony? Well, this is an actual rotor. This is an actual rotor. This rotor is being reassembled, and once completed, it will return into its normal position, which is the third stator down the line. You see that gap? This rotor will go back into that stator. So back to Nevada 1. At the base of that shaft and all the shafts are Francis turbines. The Francis turbines are 35 feet below the power plant floor. The water hits the turbines at about 48 miles an hour. The turbines will spin, the shaft will spin. On the top of the shaft in that red case is a rotor. Attached to the rotor, there are 40 electromagnets. Each magnet weighs 4 tons. So as the rotor spins in the stator, passing 5 miles of copper wiring at 180 RPMs, it produces 16,500 volts of electricity. Another generator that we have here in the power plant is called the Pelton water wheel. Look down to the power plant floor. That brown device, that is a Pelton water wheel. It produces 2.4 megawatts of power. This station service generator and another one just like it, which is in the Arizona wing, provides all of the electricity for the internal needs for the power plant and the dam. For example, providing electricity for the parking structure, the visitor center, the elevators, the lights, and the bridge crane. Look forward. The American flag is attached to a pulling and Hunter-Stringer bridge crane, and there are 2. The bridge cranes travel back and forth, up and down the wing on rail tracks. The lifting capacity for each bridge crane up to 300 tons. When the time arrived to lift the 560-ton rotor, the 2 bridge cranes will come together to lift that rotor. It took the workers 25 years to install all 17 generators. 25 years. Beginning in 1936, the first generator installed, Nevada 2, was the first of 4. The last generator installed, 1961, Nevada 8. During that 25-year span, that included the Arizona side. Some parts are original, some parts are not original. The manufacturers of the generators, Westinghouse, General Electric, Alice Chalmers, and IP Morris. 56% of this electricity goes to Southern California, 19% goes to Arizona, 25% to Southern Nevada, 4% goes to Las Vegas. Okay, here we go. Let's wait right here.
1 hour later.
And now we're outside, obviously. Dang.
That's what I was telling you.
Cool, look at that down there. Dang. Let's cross over and catch the Lake Mead side. And here's two of the intakes right here. That's the Nevada side. And over there is the Arizona side. So let's cross over there. Oops, I'm coming too close. So here's the intakes on the Arizona side. You obviously can see the water level. And that goes out into Lake Mead. We were here 7 years ago, and the water level, I gotta find it. Water level was right tip of my finger. That was 7 years ago, and now you can see where it is now. Barricades and buoys keeping people in boats out. And there's the Nevada intake. So I think that's going to wrap it up here. We're going to head out on that trail on the bridge, and we'll get some views of the dam from up there on that bridge, because it looks pretty cool. Got a nice blue sky today. Yeah. All right, so we'll see you up top.
A few moments later.
So here we are on the Pat Tillman Bridge, and we got Arizona and Nevada. It's also the time change. So right now in Arizona, it's 12 o'clock, and in Nevada, it's 11 o'clock. 12 o'clock, 11 o'clock. Technically, it's time travel, right?
That is correct.
There you go. Here we are on the Pat Tillman Memorial Bridge, overlooking the Hoover Dam. It's pretty for peacetime there. Look how far that is down there. Ooh. Yeah, and there's Lake Mead. Pretty big dam. Never did find any damn bait, so can't do any damn fishing. Anyway, that's it for this adventure, and hopefully we'll see you on the next one. Say goodnight, Gracie.
Good night, Gracie.